Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss some problems on DFT. In this we are going to find the system transfer function by using differential equation, and from system transfer function we can plot frequency response of a system. The frequency response must consist of magnitude response and phase response. Let us move to the first problem. This is the first question. Determine magnitude response and phase response of y of n equal to 1 by 2 into x of n plus x of n minus 2. We have the differential equation of the system as y of n equal to 1 by 2 into x of n plus x of n minus 2. By taking the discrete time Fourier transform on both sides of this differential equation, we can write it as y of e raised to j omega equal to 1 by 2 into x of e raised to j omega plus e raised to minus j omega 2 into x of e raised to j omega. We know Fourier transform of y of n equal to y of e raised to j omega, and Fourier transform of x of n equal to x of e raised to j omega, and Fourier transform of x of n minus 2 can be written as e raised to minus j omega 2 into x of e raised to j omega. Here we are applying the time shifting property of the Fourier transform. Then in the equation or in the first sentence we can see that x of e raised to j omega is common in both terms, so we can take it outside. So on taking x of e raised to j omega on outside the bracket, we can write this sentence as x of e raised to j omega by 2 into 1 plus e raised to minus 2 j omega. Then system transfer function equal to h of e raised to j omega. H of e raised to j omega equal to y of e raised to j omega by x of e raised to j omega. We can write this by taking x of e raised to j omega on the left side of the equation. Then we got 1 plus e raised to minus j omega by 2. By using the trigonometric equation e raised to minus j theta equal to cos theta minus j theta, we can write e raised to minus j 2 omega as cos 2 omega minus j sin 2 omega, similar to e raised to minus j theta. Then the equation become h of e raised to j omega become 1 plus cos 2 omega minus j sin 2 omega whole divided by 2. Then we can rewrite this sentence as 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos 2 omega minus j sin 2 omega. To find the magnitude response, we have to take the modulus of h of e raised to j omega. To find the magnitude response, the modulus of each h of e raised to j omega equal to 1 by 2 into root of 1 plus cos 2 omega whole square plus sin square 2 omega. We know for a complex number a plus jb, the magnitude of a plus jb equal to root of a square plus b square. Similarly, here 1 plus cos 2 omega minus j sin 2 omega is in the form of a plus jb or a minus jb. A minus jb is also root of a square plus b square. 1 plus cos 2 omega minus j sin 2 omega is in the form of a minus jb. So in this 1 plus cos 2 omega is the term a and sin 2 omega is the term b. So the magnitude of this term we can write it as root of a square plus b square, that is equal to 1 by 2 into root of, here a is 1 plus cos 2 omega, so 1 plus cos 2 omega whole square plus b square, here b equal to sin 2 omega, sin square 2 omega. Then expand 1 plus cos 2 omega whole square. Here 1 plus cos 2 omega is in the form of a plus b whole square. We know a plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, On applying this equation here, 1 plus cos 2 omega whole square become 1. 1 square means 1 plus cos square 2 omega plus 2 cos 2 omega plus sin square 2 omega. In this, cos square 2 omega plus sin square 2 omega equal to 1. Here we are applying cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. This is the trigonometric equation. Cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1 is a basic general trigonometric equation. On applying this in this sentence, we can rewrite 1 by 2. Here cos square 2 omega plus sin square 2 omega become 1. Then 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2 cos omega. We can rewrite this sentence as in this form. Equal to 1 by 2 into root of 2 plus 2 cos 2 omega. Here we can take 2 outside or 2 in common. Then 1 by 2 root of 2 into 1 plus cos 2 omega. Then 1 by 2 into root of 2 into 2 cos square omega. Here we are applying one more trigonometric equation. 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to cos square theta equal to cos square theta is a general trigonometric equation. So 2 into 2 cos square omega. Then here 1 by 2 into root of 4 cos square omega, root 4 equal to 2, that 2 cancel. Then root of cos square omega become cos omega. So we get modulus of h of e raised to j omega equal to cos omega. Then to find the phase response, take angle h of e raised to j omega. Here angle h of e raised to j omega is, here we are taking the angle or to find the phase response we are taking this term h of e raised to j omega. Here this equation we are taking. In this 1 plus cos 2 omega is a and sin 2 omega is b. Then we can write the angle, or we can take the angle of a complex number. We have a complex number a minus jb. To find the angle, we can take the equation as tan inverse of b by a. Here we have b equal to sin 2 omega and a equal to 1 plus cos 2 omega. Then b equal to minus sin 2 omega and a equal to 1 plus cos 2 omega. Then tan inverse of minus sin 2 omega by 1 plus cos 2 omega equal to tan inverse of, here one more trigonometric equation, sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, on substituting sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta cos theta and 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta. We can cancel 2 and 2 and 1 cos omega and cos omega in denominator. Then this term becomes sin omega by cos omega. We all know sin omega by cos omega equal to tan omega. Then tan inverse of minus tan omega equal to minus omega. This is the angle h of e raised to j omega minus omega. Then we got, or we rewrite angle h of e raised to j omega as minus omega for h of e raised to j omega greater than 0, or it can be written as minus omega plus pi for h of e raised to j omega less than 0. To plot the magnitude response and phase response, we have to find the values of magnitude and phase at some angles. Here we take the values of omega as 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, 2 pi by 3, 3 pi by 4 and pi. On substituting the values of omega in magnitude and phase, we get magnitude values and phase values to plot magnitude response and phase response of the system transfer function. At omega equal to 0, modulus of h of e raised to j omega equal to cos omega. Here we are going to substitute omega as 0. Then cos 0 become 1. Angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega. Here substituting the value of omega as 0, angle equal to 0. At omega equal to pi by 6, we have to substitute the value of omega as pi by 6. Then the magnitude become cos pi by 6 equal to 0.866. angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega equal to minus pi by 6. Then at omega equal to pi by 4, modulus h of e raised to j omega equal to cos omega equal to cos pi by 4 equal to 0.707. Angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega equal to minus pi by 4. At omega equal to pi by 3, modulus magnitude value equal to 0.5 and angle equal to minus pi by 3. Similarly, at omega equal to pi by 2, we get magnitude as 0 and angle as minus pi by 2. At omega equal to 2 pi by 3, magnitude is given as 0.5 and angle as pi by 3. At omega equal to 3 pi by 4, magnitude become 0.707 and angle equal to pi by 4. Here magnitude are negative terms, minus 0.5, minus 0.07. So in this case we take angle as pi minus 2 pi by 3. Then we get pi by 3 and pi minus 3 by 4 we get pi by 4. At omega equal to pi, magnitude is given as 1 and angle as 0. Then next step is to plot these values in a graph. At omega equal to 0, we have the magnitude of 1. To plot the values or to plot the magnitude response, we have to represent omega in x-axis. To represent omega in x-axis, first of all, we are going to plot magnitude response. Here we are going to plot the magnitude response of the given system. Okay. In this x-axis, omega is denoted and in y-axis we are going to represent magnitude. So this is the origin and at the value of omega equal to 0. At omega equal to 0, magnitude equal to 1. So we can take the value as 1 here. This is the 1. And at omega equal to pi by 6, so we can take this as pi by 6. This is the point of pi by 6. At omega equal to pi by 6, the point become 0.866. Say value less than that of 1. Here we can take it as 0.866. At omega equal to pi by 4, we can take this point as pi by 4. At omega equal to pi by 4, we can take we have the value of magnitude as 0.707, means this is the value. And at omega equal to pi by 3, we can mark it here as pi by 3. At omega equal to pi by 3, we have the value of 0.5. Then at omega equal to pi by 2, here is the pi by 2. Here at omega equal to pi by 2, magnitude equal to 0. And omega equal to 2 pi by 3, we can mark here as 2 pi by 3. At omega equal to 2 pi by 3, magnitude become 0.5. So we can mark this here as 0.5. At omega equal to 3 pi by 4, we have the magnitude as 0.707. Here we can take it as 3 pi by 4. At 3 pi by 4, we have the value of 0.707. And at omega equal to pi, we have the magnitude as 1. So on plotting these values, we get the magnitude response in this way. This is the magnitude. In first figure is the magnitude response. In this first one is the magnitude response and second one is the phase response. Here this is the way how we got the magnitude response of the given system. Next is to how can we plot the phase response of the given system. Similarly, we can plot the phase response as omega in x-axis and phase in y-axis. Here on plotting the values, we can represent here 0, y-axis 0, then pi by 4, pi by 2. Similarly, in the negative side also 0, minus pi by 4, minus pi by 2, minus pi. Then on plotting the values of phase, we get the graph in this way. At omega equal to 0, we have the angle as 0. Here we have 0. At omega equal to pi by 6, we have the value as minus pi by 6. At omega equal to pi by 4, we have the angle as 0.707. At omega equal to pi by 2, we have the value as minus pi by 2. At omega equal to 2 pi by 3, we have the values as 2 pi by 3. At omega equal to pi, we have the value phase as 0. So on plotting these values, we get the phase response. This is the way how can we plot the magnitude response and phase response of a given differential equation. Let us move to the next problem. A discrete time system has a unit sample response h of n given by h of n equal to 1 by 2 into del of n plus del of n minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into del of n minus 2. Find the system frequency response h of e raised to j omega, plot magnitude and phase response. Here we have given the impulse response of the system, impulse response as h of n. To find the Fourier transform, we have to take the discrete Fourier transform on the impulse response. We have h of e raised to j omega. This is a discrete Fourier transform. We have h of e raised to j omega equal to summation n minus infinity h of n e raised to minus j omega n. On substituting the value of h of n in this equation, we can rewrite this as summation n minus infinity 1 by 2 del of n plus del of n minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into del of n minus 2 into e raised to minus j omega n. On expanding this equation, become 1 by 2 summation n minus infinity del of n into e raised to minus j omega n plus summation n minus infinity del of n minus 1 e raised to minus j omega n plus 1 by 2 summation n minus infinity del of n minus 2 e raised to minus j omega n. Here in the first term, del of n is the impulse signal or only at 0th sample. So here the del of n at 0 means this is the value of 1. This answer become 1. So 1 by 2 into 1. And here del of n minus 1. In this, the impulse signal is only at the first position. And here the impulse signal is only at the second position. Then we can rewrite this equation as summation n minus infinity del of n minus 1 e raised to minus j omega n equal to e raised to minus j omega, because del of n minus 1 equal to 1. And on substituting the value of n, we get e raised to minus j omega. This is the term e raised to minus j omega. And here by taking the Fourier transform, we can rewrite it as 1 by 2 into e raised to minus j 2 omega into del of n minus 2 means it is the value 1. So 1 by 2 e raised to minus j 2 omega. Then we get the equation as 1 by 2 plus e raised to minus j omega plus 1 by 2 e raised to minus 2j omega. Here we are taking e raised to minus j omega as common and taking it on outside of the bracket. We can write this equation as e raised to minus j omega into 1 by 2 e raised to j omega plus 1 by 2 e raised to minus j omega. Here in two terms e raised to minus j omega, here in two terms 1 by 2 is common. So by taking 1 by 2 as common, then the equation become e raised to minus j omega into 1 by 2 e raised to j omega plus e raised to minus j omega plus 1. Again this is in the form of a trigonometric equation. We know e raised to j theta plus e raised to minus j theta by 2 equal to cos theta. So we can write this as 1 by 2 into e raised to j omega plus e raised to minus j omega equal to cos omega. This is the term cos omega. Then we can rewrite this sentence as e raised to minus j omega into 1 plus cos omega. To plot the magnitude response, we have to find the modulus of h of e raised to j omega. The modulus of h of e raised to j omega is magnitude of e raised to minus j omega into 1 plus cos omega. Modulus of e raised to minus j omega equal to 1. We know e raised to minus j omega equal to cos omega minus j sin omega. On taking the magnitude means here this is in the form of a minus jb, a minus or a plus jb. Then magnitude of a plus jb equal to root of a square plus b square. Then on taking the magnitude in e raised to minus j omega, we can take the magnitude as root of cos square omega plus sin square omega. We all know the cos square omega plus sin square omega equal to 1. So root of 1 equal to 1. That's why here we got e raised to minus j omega as 1. Then here the value is 1 and then remains 1 plus cos omega. So magnitude of h of e raised to j omega equal to 1 plus cos omega. Similarly, angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega. Here we can take the value as minus, here e raised to minus j omega is the term. E raised to minus j omega. From this we can write the simply as the angle of this equation become minus omega. This angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega for the value from 0 to pi. Here omega we are taking the value from 0 to pi. For 0 to pi the angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega. Here the angle are taken from the e raised to minus j omega terms. Then to plot the magnitude response and phase response, we are taking the values as omega equal to 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, 2 pi by 3 and pi. Then at omega equal to 0, modulus of h of e raised to j omega equal to 1 plus cos omega. Here omega equal to 0, then cos 0 become 1, then 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Angle h of e raised to j omega equal to minus omega. Substituting the value of omega as 0, then we get the angle as 0. At omega equal to pi by 4, magnitude equal to 1.707 and angle equal to minus pi by 4. Similarly, at omega equal to pi by 2, we get the magnitude as 1 and angle as minus pi by 2. And at omega equal to 2 pi by 3, we get the magnitude as 0.5 and angle as minus 2 pi by 3. Similarly, at omega equal to pi, magnitude equal to 0 and angle equal to minus pi. On plotting the magnitude response and phase response, we get the graph in this way. Here to plot the magnitude response, we are plotting the omega in x-axis and magnitude in y-axis. Here at omega equal to 0, we get the magnitude as 2. So here the highest value, here the point is 2. And at omega equal to pi by 4, the value is 1.707. At pi by 4 means here the value in between 0 to pi by 2, we can take it as pi by 4. At pi by 4, the value is 1.707. So here we can take it as 1.707. At omega equal to pi by 2, we can take the value as 1. And omega equal to pi, we have the value of 0. So on plotting the magnitude, we get the magnitude response. Similarly, on plotting the phase, we get the phase response also. This is the way how to plot the magnitude response and phase response of a system from the differential equation. That's all in this video. Thank you.